When you're ready to open your account, you may need the following documents: original and copy of national identity card, passport, and/or driver's license, passport size photos, address confirmation document. This is a document that shows your physical address. Examples include an electricity bill, bank statement, or telephone bill, account application form to be filled by customer, student IDs for those opening student accounts. Once you've opened your account, you'll need to be familiar with some of the resources offered to you by your bank. Let's take a look at some of the forms that you might find in a bank, which will help you perform a variety of transactions. Depending on the bank, you'll see a variety of forms. Let's walk through how to fill it out so you can minimize the amount of time at a bank. First, select which transaction you would like to execute. Are you interested in a cash withdrawal, cash deposit, check deposit, banker's check, or an account-to-account transfer? With one form, you may be able to complete multiple transactions. Next, fill out the branch where you opened your account, your account number, and the person's name on the account. Next, include today's date and the currency you're dealing with. If you're withdrawing or depositing cash, include the breakdown of the bills you're receiving or depositing. If you have checks to deposit, include the total number of checks and the total amount. However, if you'd wish to perform an account-to-account transfer, you would need the following information for the other party: the recipient's name, their account number, the amount you would like to transfer to the other party, and a reference. Finally, if you'd wish to obtain a banker's check, you would need the amount, the recipient's name, the name associated with your account, and your address and telephone number. In addition to the transactions previously mentioned, you're also able to pay bills such as your electricity bill at the branch or online. Check the counter with the forms to see which additional transactions your bank supports. The process is very similar to the exercise we just went through. Another resource the bank offers is internet banking, also referred to as online banking. Rather than physically going to the bank to perform transactions or to receive balance updates, more and more customers are relying on internet banking. Internet banking allows customers of a bank to conduct transactions on a secure website operated by the bank. Completing your transactions online can really save you time. Each internet banking platform is different, but some common features of internet banking are viewing account balances, viewing recent transactions, reviewing and downloading bank statements, a summary of your financial transactions which have occurred over a given period of time in a bank account, viewing images of paid checks, ordering checkbooks, transferring funds, and bill payments. Check with your local bank to see which features they offer. A check is a document that orders a payment of money from a bank account. Whenever a banking customer opens a new current account, the customer has the option to secure a checkbook. However, depending on which account you have selected, the checkbook may be issued at no cost or at a small fee. Here's a sample of a check. Fill out this check and remember to use blue or black ink. Pay. Include name of recipient. Date. Fill in today's date. Kenya shillings. Fill in the amount in words, for example, 10,550 shillings only. KSH. Fill in the amount in numerals only, for example, 10,550. Signature. Fill in your signature. A checkbook contains sensitive banking information, so it's important to keep a very close eye on it while in public. Also, it's important to regularly check your checkbook for missing leaves or counterfoils. If you do lose your checkbook or notice any discrepancies in your checkbook, notify your bank immediately. Finally, it's always important to remember to never sign blank checks in advance. Automated teller machine, ATM for short, or sometimes referred to as a cash machine, is an electronic banking outlet which allows customers to complete basic transactions without the aid of a branch representative or teller. You can use an ATM to withdraw money from your account at any time. You can also do other things at an ATM like check your account balance, print a mini bank statement and deposit checks into your account. Banks may have many ATMs spread throughout the city and country, and depending on the bank, may or may not charge fees on their machines. In addition, there may also be a limit to the number of ATM transactions you can perform per month. Also, if you use your ATM card to withdraw money at another bank's ATM, your bank and the bank providing you the cash may charge you 100 to 300 shillings per transaction. Card reader. In order to access the ATM, you'll be issued an ATM card or a cash card, which is associated with your account. The card reader captures the account information stored on the magnetic strip on the back of the ATM card. Keypad. The keypad lets a cardholder tell the bank what kind of transaction is required, cash withdrawal, balance inquiry, etc., and for what amount. Also, the bank requires the cardholder's personal identification number, or PIN for short, for verification. A PIN number is usually assigned to you when you first get the card. After the card is activated, you can change the PIN. An ATM has 4 output devices. Speaker. The speaker provides the cardholder with an auditory feedback when a key is pressed. Display screen. The display screen prompts the cardholder through each step of the transaction process. Printer. The printer provides the cardholder with a paper receipt of the transaction. Cash dispenser. The heart of an ATM is the secure cash dispensing mechanism. There are many benefits to an ATM. Here are just a few. ATMs provide service round the clock. The customer can withdraw cash up to a certain limit during any time of the day or night. ATMs provide convenience to the customers. Nowadays, ATMs are located at convenient places, such as at the airports, railway stations, and not necessarily at the bank's premises. ATMs provide service without error. The customer can obtain exact amount. There is no human error as far as ATMs are concerned. ATMs are of great help to travelers. They need not carry large amounts of cash with them. They can withdraw cash from any city or across countries with the help of an ATM. Here are some tips for safe ATM usage. Many banks recommend that you select your own ATM PIN and suggest that you don't write down your PIN. If you must write it down, do not store it in your wallet, purse, or mobile phone. Make your PIN a series of letters or numbers that you can easily remember, but that cannot be easily associated with you personally. Avoid using birth dates, initials, house numbers, or phone number. Store your ATM card in your purse or wallet in an area where it won't get scratched or bent. Get your card out before you approach the ATM. You'll be more vulnerable to attack if you're standing in front of the ATM, fumbling through your wallet for your card. Stand directly in front of the ATM keypad when typing in your PIN. Also, when entering your PIN at the ATM, always shield the numbers with your hands. This prevents anyone waiting to use the machine from seeing your personal information. After your transaction, take your receipt, card, and money away. Do not stand in front of the machine and count your money. If someone or something makes you uncomfortable, cancel your transaction and leave the machine immediately. Follow up with your bank to make sure the transaction was cancelled and alert the bank to any suspicious people. For safety reasons, ATM users should seek out a machine that is located in a well-lighted public place. Also, never accept help from strangers. Call your bank for assistance. Do not give your PIN, card number, or account number to anyone, including relatives or friends. Only enter your PIN when prompted to do so by the ATM. If the ATM machine retains your card, do not leave the ATM site without notifying your bank. Exercise caution when using ATMs located in convenience stores, gas stations, airports, and other places, as these have a greater risk of having a skimming device attached by a thief, which could store your ATM card data. In case it's not clear, ATM card skimming is a method used by criminals to capture data from the magnetic strip on the back of an ATM card. Devices used are smaller than a deck of cards and are often fastened in close proximity to or over the top of the ATM's card reader. This sometimes happens at banks too, but thieves find it easier to do in a place without surveillance cameras and security. Another quick way to access your cash and make payments locally and internationally is with a debit card. A debit card is a plastic card with which a customer may withdraw funds on deposit in the customer's account using an ATM. Some merchants accept debit cards, treating them the same as cash. Like ATM cards, debit cards allow you to access cash from ATM machines with your PIN. The major difference between the two cards is debit cards can be used when making purchases. Like credit cards, many debit cards may have a 16-digit number and payment processor logo on the front of the card. Also, a debit card can be used for purchases locally and internationally. However, a main difference between a debit card and a credit card is that with a debit card, the money comes out of your account right away. You don't have the option of paying off your purchases later. As with other financial products, it's important to keep your debit card safe. Here are a few safety tips. Like with ATM cards, selecting and securing your PIN is a critical step in keeping your account safe. Check your bank statements often. It's important to review your bank statements online at least once a week or even daily so that you can notify your bank in the event of fraud. Report problems immediately. Report any unauthorized transactions immediately. The faster you report a problem, the quicker you can cancel your debit card and prevent additional charges. It's important for you to understand and be aware of your debit card's liability policy. The importance of this tip is because you need to know exactly how you'll be reimbursed if there is fraudulent activity on your debit card. Balancing your account is one of those crucial life skills. It will give you a clear sense of not only how much money is in your bank account, but where the money goes. Balancing your account can help you in a number of ways. Prevents you bouncing a check, allows you to stick to your budget, helps you avoid fees often associated with bounced checks or minimum balance requirements, helps you detect errors from your bank or even fraudulent billing. We'll show you how to manage your account. Find out your current balance. Either log on to your account online, call or visit your bank, or visit an ATM to get the current balance on the account you wish to track. Write this balance in the box where it says Beginning Balance. Record all deposits and withdrawals made from your account. Whether it's an ATM withdrawal, a simple salary deposit, wire transfer, or account fees. Record all additional transactions. Make sure to include the dates, a brief memo of the transaction, and amount. Net your beginning balance with deposits and withdrawals to come up with your new total. Regularly recalculate the balance in the account. You can do this at each transaction, or you can do this less frequently, for example, when you sit down to do your bills. Reconcile your account. When the statement arrives, compare your ledger to your statement and check off which transactions have cleared or accounted for. Add any interest that the bank has paid you. Subtract any fees that the bank has charged you which you have not already accounted for. Check that the transactions in your account register match what your bank says you did. Correct mistakes. If you find any discrepancies between your numbers and your bank's numbers, figure out where they came from. Finish balancing. Once everything is balanced, you may want to draw double lines under the balanced amount in your ledger. That way, the next time you go to balance, you have an idea of the last known correct amount in your ledger.